One of the reasons I run trail is because I hate the inside of a gym. So what do these exercises mean for me?
Well, I think AJ also knows that being injured is probably, well, is definitely even worse than being in the inside of a gym. So what I've done is to really make it simple, because when it comes to strengthening, you probably have even more opinions and variations than with stretching. So I've really just we're going to do 2 combination exercises of just functional strength stuff for runners, and you can make it again as hard or as easy as you want. So the first one that I'm going to start with is it's just basically a balance exercise that we're going to move into a controlled single leg squat, which is more strength orientated, but the whole thing is just to fatigue you while you're standing on one leg. So I'm going to start again. We've taken our shoes off because it's just easier to balance with bare feet. So I would start with standing on one leg with a slightly bent knee, around about the same way it would be when you land while you're running. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and juggle when I'm in this position and just fatigue this one leg as much as I can, and hold it for about 30 or 40 seconds. And then from there, I want to encourage you to try and close your eyes and just balance it on one leg. Again, just trying to fatigue that one leg. You can rotate a little bit and hold that whole balancing sequence while you're juggling or just closing your eyes for about 40 to 60 seconds. And then from there, try and activate your gluteal muscle and slowly move into a single leg squat and come up again. I probably wouldn't do much more than 3 repeats before moving over onto the other leg and basically doing the same. The important thing here is don't make it too hard for yourself. Start with open eyes, slightly bent knee, not even moving at all, on a flat surface, and then from there you can start rotating, throwing balls, and just making it harder for yourself. And then the important thing is, once there's a little bit of fatigue that's actually set in, try and activate your bum or your gluteal muscle and slowly move into a single leg squat. And you don't have to go all the way down. You can just move and maybe touch a step, or as you progress, slowly move down, touch the ground. And I would do about 3 to 5 repeats and move over to the other leg. AJ, let's do some strength stuff with a bar, and then do some jumps with it. Again, trying to make it as functional as possible for running, in your case, particularly trail running. So that first sequence we did is very much balance orientated, and in his case specifically for trail running, and then adding a little strength component with that single leg squat, but it's very much for control, trying to maintain straight lines from the hip, the knee and the ankle. Now we're going to add a bit more of specific strength stuff and then move over to jumps. So just using a squat bar, I prefer using a squat bar, but we'll show you a variation on that just now. In our case, we don't make it too heavy. You can make it as heavy as you want. You can do it just with a bar alone. I want AJ to do about 10 squats. Go for it, AJ. Let's try and get into that movement. That's it. So he's looking straight up, trying to keep his back straight. You can maybe turn your feet in slightly. That's it. I like it when your hips aren't, or your feet aren't too much wider than your hips. That's it. Perfect. That's enough. Alright, and depending on how easy or how hard it is for you, you can go as deep as AJ is going, or you don't have to go further than 90 degrees as far as your knees are concerned. You can maybe do one more and we'll move over to those jumps. There we go. I like doing about 10 of these squats, and then from there putting the squat bar down and going over to the jumps. Moving over from that squat, basically doing as a little superset, is just after you've done about 10 of those squats, go over to a jump. I've just put these 2 steps on top of each other. We're going to do a double leg jump. I think this is a good one to do, but also as far as balance and control is concerned, we can just do it with a single leg, maybe just doing a little bit lower. So AJ, I really want you to try and pop from your hips, so just use your arms, pop up onto the steps. That's it, and down. Okay. Pop up, and down. Pop up, and down. And same as with the squats, I would do about 10 squats, about 10 step jumps, move back into the squat, and you can repeat the routine about 3 times depending on how advanced or how many times you've done this before. So from the double leg version, we're just quickly going to do a single leg step jump. You can probably combine the two. Maybe first do the squats with a double leg step jump, and then do a variation where you make it a little bit lower and just do a single leg jump. So again, the movement is is the same. Use your arms, drop into a slight squat and pop from your hip. And hold and down. And pop up. And pop up. Brilliant. With a single leg squat, with a single leg step jump, I'd probably only do about 5 before I move over to the other leg, and then move back into the squat sequence again. And as I said before, I'd probably do about 10 squats, a couple of step jumps, squats, and I'd repeat it about 3 times. And depending on how, as you get stronger, you can do this more or make it a little bit heavier. Make the step slightly higher, make the step a little bit lower if you're not comfortable with the step jump. It's actually quite hard if you haven't done step jumps before to do it the first time. So you can even just start without using a step, but just moving into that strong pushing off movement, and then actually controlling the moment when you land on your foot. This is just a quick variation on actually squatting with a bar. First of all, it's easier and a little bit more accessible. So because it's actually great if you can do these exercises at home. So just using 2 dumbbells. AJ is using 2 5K dumbbells, so just to make it a little bit easier, and slowly going down into a squat. There we go, and up again. And you can see he's facing, putting the dumbbells just in front of his feet, just to maintain his balance as he goes into that squat. Right, so this is just to substitute the bar. So you basically do 10 of these, and then again move into that sequence of actually doing it with the step jumps. Thanks, AJ.
So coach, we've covered a couple of bases, a couple of exercises, but there's such a wealth of knowledge out there. Where do we find more information?
That's right, AJ. We've just done a little bit of stretching and strength exercise, and there's just so much more out there. And what I've done is to just compile a little book called Running Essentials, and it really is to maybe just to simplify things from all that information that is out there, to just discern between what you really need to do as far as managing training intensity, training volume, and then managing your own body, just the mechanics of movement. At this stage you can get Running Essentials here in Stellenbosch at Runners Rest, and at the 2 Run Specialist stores in Durbanville and Cape Town. And I hope it'll help you to just guide you in the basics of just managing your own body, managing your own running program, and moving forward as a runner. Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, coach.
And try and control it for that movement while you land. Pop.